Hi, stamping friends. It's Marilyn here with Stamping Creations with Marilyn, and I'd like to welcome you to my Facebook Live this afternoon on Tuesday, April 6th. We're, yes, already 6 days into April, so hard to believe, isn't it, that the days are flying by again, and here in Alberta we are still struggling with high numbers with COVID, so I hope that the vaccines that we are able to get are going to help alleviate that problem in the whole world, but especially close to home here, because it's been a long year, as you know. So I'd like to welcome those of you who are joining me. I'm just going to double check that I'm in the right spot here. I think it looks like those of you who are joining me. Turn down the volume on this so it's not too much, and say hi. Hi, today we are going to make a card that has a few more pieces than most of the others. So you will, okay, that's not going to work. Sorry, just still trying to figure out this program. Anyway, if you're here, please let me know. And if you're watching on YouTube after the fact or watching the replay on Facebook, I welcome you. Always great to see new people and see others that I know returning. Thank you very much for supporting me. I would like to share a few things today. I have a birthday week special happening. I'll just quickly show you a picture of that. You might have seen this on my social media accounts and in my newsletter, offering for anyone who orders this week from the 4th to the 10th. I'll put your name in a draw to win a package of 12 by 12 designer paper along with a stamp set. So that is a great deal, and I'd appreciate it if you would use that host code that you see on the screen if your order is under $200. Really appreciate your support. And I'll just go back and tell you about the other things. I have scheduled a masculine card class for Wednesday, May the 5th. And I've scheduled a Fun Folds class for Wednesday, May 26th. And I have a couple other things I'll tell you more about as we go through the presentation and towards the end. And I have some more cards to share with you near the end. So hopefully you'll stick with me and we can make this card. So I'm going to switch you to my desk view. I hope it's going to work. And you should be seeing it now. So on my desktop, you will see my new host code for the month. Like I say, I would appreciate if you place an order online if you can use that. That would be great. Or if you want to order through me, just let me know and I can help you with that as well. This is also a great time for us in Stampin' Up. We have been, as demonstrators, we've been allowed to get the new annual catalog in our hands kind of thing. And therefore, we are planning and working on new classes, as I mentioned, and catalog launches, those kind of things for May when the customers can get the catalog. But if you just can't wait and you'd like to join us in that, you can always join my team and you would be allowed to pick things from that new catalog as part of your starting kit. So that is a great feature that is available to those who want to sign up. So I would like to first of all let you know that if you do comment on my Facebook Live, on my posts, Facebook Live, this one and on the YouTube one, I will put your name in a draw for the card that we're going to make today. I'm just looking, there's a bit of a shadow. I'm really struggling with trying to get lights and shadows and everything fixed here, so bear with me. I'm going to, no, I want to turn that on. We'll try that. Maybe it looks good on my table, but anyway. So for last week, this was the card we did last week, and you can go back and watch the video on it if you like. And the winner for that has been drawn, and it is Diana. So thank you, Diana, for signing in and joining and commenting. And I see you're here again today, so that's awesome. I will send that to you because I do have your address. And also for Diana, I would like to thank her ever so much for sharing this particular card with us in one of our Zoom with Friends class on a Friday, which we do almost every Friday. And anyone is welcome to join. You use your own products from home. We have various people do the teaching. Whoever wants to, there's no pressure. We'll always have something, whether it's something that I can put together or other members, and not everybody's a demonstrator. So it's lots of fun, and we just have a good time. So anyway, she showed us how to make this card a few weeks ago, and I have asked her, and she said yes, I could share it with you. So that's what we're going to make today. So sorry to those of you who probably were part of that Friday with Zoom with Friends, but I just really like this card. I did use it for a swap I made, Diana, I think it was about 16 of them. And you were right. Not that I questioned that you weren't, but you were right in the fact that after you start making them, they do get easier. So today's card I'm going to make just a little bit different. A couple of the ladies, Karen, if you're on, I know you were one of them, made it to stand this way, which does stand up on your table. Either way it does. But when they posted their picture, which I do ask you to share them, they had done it this way. So I thought, you know what, for today's card, I'm going to do that and just show you that it can be done either way. And you just work with it that way. So just realize that I do need my tear and tape because it's a fold that is going to be back and forth lots. So we are going to need the tape. And before I do that, this card, and again, that's part of what I'm struggling with is the lighting. This card is actually cinnamon cider, so it is a brown color. I'm noticing on my iPad it looks orange, so sorry about that. And the other colors that are in colors with that group for 2020 to 2022 are the Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, Just Jade, and Misty Moonlight, that's what it is. And this is the color that I've decided to use for today's project. So just to give you an idea of those. And each year Stampin' Up! Does retire 5 and bring in 5 new ones, which we have got the chance to see as demonstrators, so pretty exciting. These are the colors that are retiring. We have Purple Posy, Terracotta Tile, that's a blue, can't remember the name, Rococo Rose, and Pretty Peacock, Seaside, something Seaside. And those are cards I made with the butterflies as well. I'm showcasing the designer paper, the ribbon, and as you can see, Stampin' Up! Does a great job of coordinating all of their colors. So you've got ribbon and designer paper and everything in the same colors. So those are some that I have put together. So now I have put in the description of this video the sizes and dimensions and everything. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time repeating them to you as we make the card. But to begin with, I have a piece 8 by 4 1/4, and it is scored at 5 1/2 and 6 1/2. And the thing that is exceptionally fun with this card is it lays flat like that and goes in your regular envelope. Not so much that way, but it does this way. So once you have that figured out, so I've done my cutting and my scoring. I'm going to crease my folds. So that's going to be my back piece. I'll just lay them there so you can kind of get the gist of what we're doing. Then this one is 6 1/2 by 3, and it is scored at 5 1/2 and 4 1/2. And you can use any kind of designer paper. Of course, if you have directional, it will make a little bit of a difference as to how you cut it and whatever. But that one's going to go there. Then for the back piece, which is really neat, is it's just got a little bit of a fold. It is 6 by 4 1/4 and scored at 1/2 inch. So just a 1/2 inch there so that you can get it on the back. And that one is going to go back here. But prior to doing that, of course, we want to put some of our designer paper on to have it in the right places and everything. So I have 3 pieces of 5 1/4 by 4. So the first one is going to go, well, first one's going to go on here. And I am going to use the same design, the wood grain design. So you can see maybe why I did not, on this particular week, give you the dimensions and what I was using, because it's a lot of pieces. And I know when we put it together on the Friday, it was a little scary to begin with. We thought, oh my gosh, where do all these pieces go? So like I say, the pieces are the dimensions are in the header of this. So these are going to go on here. And again, if you don't want to put them on, or if you're short designer paper, although I can't imagine anybody being short of designer paper. I seem to have it, lots of it left over. I'm going to be making some little gift bags out of some of it. I just found a friend has shared a cute pattern for it's called a purse, but it holds your 3 by 3 cards. So, okay, so that goes on there. And that piece is started. Then this one, we need this piece, which is 4 1/4 by 3. And while you're waiting, let me know. We had a very quiet Easter here. I presume most of you did, but from wherever you're watching, did you have good weather? Did you have a chance to get outside? Did you do an Easter egg hunt? I saw on some of the Facebook posts people that were doing Easter egg hunts. One particular was a relative, but they were on a farm and they had it out by the barn and whatever. Looked like great fun to be out. We had a very quiet Easter, which was okay. We're trying to be part of the solution for this, like I say, for this virus happening. So that, then on this piece, I need, or I've got it here, I need a piece on the back. And like I say, Diana had promised us, and she was right, once you do some, it's easier. And I did keep one for a sample, obviously, or it would have been a lot more difficult to how I was going to put it together. But that is going to go on there. So now this piece, and what I did, it gets glued here, and I'm going to use liquid glue so I can maneuver it a little bit. And I just held my thumb, thought, okay, I can put glue down to about there, and I don't want it squirting out or anything. And then I want it to line up with that fold, like so, and kind of evenly in between. But this piece I am going to use tear and tape on because it gets folded back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I'm going to put a piece just here. And yes, it's tear and tape, but not too bad. Usually find it tears a lot more than that. So I usually use scissors, but maybe on the next piece I will. So to place that, I'm going to take off the covering, I am going to, let me see if I can get this figured out. Oh, Diana, I am going to, I don't know if you can see what I want to do is line it up so it's square there and square here, and then I'm going to put it down. Actually, no, what I'm going to do, and I think what Diana told us, line it up here at the bottom because that's where you want it to be. And as long as it's folded over like that, when you bring it back, it's going to be right. Right? Ha, I think so. Diana can confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's what we did. And then this one as well, I am going to put my piece of, and I found my scissors, so I'm going to use scissors to cut that off. And notice this one, I still have a piece of designer paper left because I'm going to use it to cover this tab at the back. So this is going to line up along there. Then do it the right way. This is going to go on here, and my greeting layer is going to go on there. Thank heavens for copies, hey? Okay, now somehow I am supposed to be able to see comments. There we are. Karen, you were just being rogue. Not really, I liked what you did. And like I say, now I can copy it. I have no problem with, and when I had classes, in-person classes, I have a niece who always wanted to, if I made the card this way, she made it this way. And I have no problem with that. I like it when you can put your own spin on things. So because I'm going to do this one this way, I've already stamped, and you can see I have it stamped the other way and changed my mind. So I'm going to place that. And yes, I can see some of the comments. Thank you. Thank you for commenting. And I will certainly go back after the fact and read them all. So there's basically your card. Oh, isn't that neat? If you were to get that, take it out of the envelope, you'd think, how on earth did that person do that? So then because I'm kind of on a butterfly kick, as you see, I am going to decorate this with butterflies again. I have cut out of the shimmer paper, and I'm not sure if you can see it. I can see it here, but this is shimmer paper, and I've cut the matching, I don't know what to call those. I've been calling them filigree butterflies, but get the message. And I like to fold them up, have their wings up just a little bit. I'm just going to attach a little bit of glue, and you could use glue dots, but again, I like to be able to move that just a touch on there. So I am going to figure out my placement. A little bit different because I'm switching up the direction here, but as you can see, because this is going to be here, you could certainly have it over the edge, either one, as long as it's not over your outside card piece. I am going to mount that one for sure, not over the edge, because I don't like it that way, and that's just me. And that's punched out with one of the punches. Have you all been looking at the retired list? It's been up on Stampin' Up's website for a few days now, and I know some of the items are selling out, but some of the dies and the punches are at amazing, amazing prices. So if there's anything that you have been thinking you'd like to get and it's now on the retiring list, good chance it's on sale for you. So there, yeah, I kind of like that. And so go over and check it out, and sooner than later, because like I say, they are selling out. I've read. Oh, look at that. I didn't poke out all these little pieces. I really like the lacy. Maybe I'll call them lacy butterflies. Unless you guys can tell me something else that they should be called. For the inside one, I did not fold up his wings because he's going to be inside and flattened when he's mailed anyway. So I'm just going to put a few dots of glue around it. And see another one that I didn't poke out. Really, the brush and whatever, that brush for using with your dies works really well. I just missed a little. So there, that kind of ties it together. And on these envelopes, I did not, but you'll notice from last week's, I took a piece of designer paper and put on the envelopes. And you could certainly do that. There's little pieces left. So that strip that you have left, you probably could put one or two on your envelope somewhere or stamp. And then of course I always need some kind of bling. And this butterfly is a fair size, so I'm going to put a bigger rhinestone right there. And we'll, there is your card. So yes, just reading your note, Diana, shocked that the layering circles and ovals are going. Yes, we're all shocked at that and thinking that maybe they've got something that they're going to, exciting they're going to share with us. We're not sure, but we can't do much about it, and they're an amazing company, so we'll just, looks like there's a bunch of things that can poke out on that too, but you get the idea. Like I say, they do come out fairly easy, so, oh, that's better. That's what it shows. I've done some of these as well with vellum in between here, and they look really sharp. So there are our two cards, two different directions, and I will be sending the blue one out to one of you who comments. But before I go, I'll just share with you this stamp set is what I used for the words and for the inside, and beautiful script, great words, and it is on the retiring list. So if you want it, be sure and head over there and have a look and get it before it's gone. This is the card I made when Diana taught the class, so you can see again different papers really make it look different. And if you didn't want to put this paper or didn't have enough, you could certainly leave it blank if you needed more room for writing. If you're having a, well, maybe an anniversary card that lots of people are going to have to sign, you might want something like that. And I just want to share with you some more cards with butterflies that I've received. This one Carolyn sent to me recently, and I love the copper, I'm going to call it, butterfly there. Some of our foil, I know the brass for sure is retiring. So again, if you need some of that, be sure and head over to the website for that. And this is done with a punch. I don't have that punch, so very happy to have a sample of it, Carolyn. So thank you for sending that to me. These are a couple that I made in a card class, a monthly card class. Again, with the dies from the butterfly set, just to showcase that. These little butterfly embellishments are retiring as well, but they do match the retiring colors, so I was pleased to use them. And these are our note cards. So if you want something quick and easy, the note cards come with envelopes, and they're handy to have. This one is from Lillian, and this is from the designer paper that we can no longer get, but you certainly could stamp it and die cut it as well. And this happy birthday is from Hey Chick. That set is also available and will be for a while, and an embossing on the back. See if you should be able to see that. So, and then this one is from Karen, and it's a really neat fold, and I am going to do that. I don't know if it'll be in my Fancy Folds class or not, but I am going to do it somewhere along the line, whether it's for my monthly club or what it will be. So just gathering and gathering and gathering, and I need more time to work on those kind of things. So please leave comments as to what you would like to see me showcase. These are the butterflies, in case you haven't seen them. Loving them, gonna do more with them for sure, and would love to have your comments on what else you would like to see, whether it's fancy folds or whether it's certain colors, whether it's how to do certain things. Would appreciate all of that. I'm just going to move you back here to me. Good to see you. And let you know one other thing I have on my list, besides those 2 classes that I have scheduled, is that Stamping Staycation is coming. I presume some of you I know on here have heard of it and been to it, and we are so excited. Lillian and Joanne and I are planning again for May 29th. So we've started, we've got our projects and our sets picked from the new catalog, and we're working towards it for you. So I certainly hope that you can come along and join us. Watch our social media accounts, our newsletter. I did have a link in the top of this video for you to join my newsletter if you don't have it, and you will get all the up-to-date information as soon as we can release it. And we look forward to having more and more of you join us there. So that's all I have for today. Again, thank you so much for joining, and comment, and I will put your name in a draw to get that card. Maybe it'll be coming your way next week. Take care now.